In at number 10 is a bit of Tom Clancy. Although you've got a few maps, 3 game modes and just 3 different types of characters, there is an astonishing amount of stuff to do. It's a bit different from anything you've ever seen from the usual third-person shooters that you get offline. You're always going to need a team in this one because it's pretty hard going alone. You'll also be able to get yourself in-game credit pretty quickly and purchase some good stuff. This one is massively addictive, pretty and playable. It's had a lot of stick though, but I think in the future it's got a lot of space to grow and hopefully devs Cryptic Studios are listening to the fans. It's still worth a visit if you like MMOs or RPGs, and Neverwinter allows player-created missions and sometimes these are actually better than the game. Path of Exile is all about you being an exile and fighting your way through this place called Ryclast to get your revenge. It gets itself compared to the Diablo series, and yeah, it does kind of look like they took some inspiration from Blizzard's classic. You can get yourself an army of players which will prove helpful during the boss fights. It's also very social apart from the fact that your level dictates who you get to PvP with. If you get too high in the game, you're not going to have a very good time. Also, there's an intense skill tree. The premise of this game is a fight to become a war hero or rise through the ranks to command an army. You get to take on the world as a soldier rather than behind your vehicle like in War Thunder or World of Tanks. It's a persistent online war that you can drop in and out of. It feels like a game that needs an intense Linkin Park soundtrack while you go around fighting as a hero or choosing to take control as a general. Looks like there's a pretty big audience for World War games. You've got all sorts of armoured vehicles and fleets in this MMO combat extravaganza. I don't tend to quote other places, but GameSpot had a great way of describing this game. They've said it's the most historically educational way to destroy planes. You'll be learning while having fun. As someone that fell asleep frequently in class at school, the idea is worth a lot to me, and I'm sure I'm not alone. A new one for the list: if you're really into building and crafting and then going full mental in a fight, this one is for you. Robocraft is kind of like a mental world of tanks with crazy graphics. You build your battle vehicle and then zoom around to take on these really intense battles. Steam likes to say it's a bit like Minecraft, but I don't think you can compare the two. Why not go and have a go and let me know what you think. Warframe has recently got itself over 10 million registered users, and devs at Digital Extremes have celebrated that with a new patch which looks to be a game changer. Before I get ahead of myself, you're basically a space ninja taking on these crazy military humanoids with all their incredible tech. The game warns you of blood and gore violence, so get yourself ready to take this one either on your own or with your friends. This is like if DayZ bashed into a pile of Minecraft. Unturned is a zombie survival game set in a pixelated world, and since it's pretty new, it's gained itself a rather successful spot in the top 10. It also doesn't have a proper trailer, so this one's from BHOTS473. You can build a fort because who doesn't like building forts? You've got to explore, survive, fight the bandits, become a hero, and since this is a really new game, there will of course be loads of new features and content coming out as and when. There's nothing that looks anything like Team Fortress 2 out there, and since the makers of Steam are responsible for this one, maybe it's no surprise it's up there in the top 2. You've got plenty to stab, shoot, craft, trade and unlock in this one, and if you're after a load of weapons and for some reason hats, this one's for you. You've got 70 official maps and a whole ton of game modes, so go on, give it a try. This one's in constant competition with the League of Legends fans out there. Fortunately for the list, it's not here, so Dota 2 takes top spot. This one's an MOBA, so it's all about competing with other players, but you can also take on AI heroes too. You may be overwhelmed by all the stats and numbers on the screen when you start, and it will be brutal for a new player, but do your homework and play your way through hell, because when you get to the other side, you'll really be experiencing Dota 2 for all that it is.